right, guys, let's give Miki our attention.
Okay, this is my diagram. I chose orange, bright orange for the warm temperature, yellow for between, and blue for cool temperature because this color temperature is easy to tie into physical temperature. And I kept same color scheme for the radiation and wind loss diagram. For wind loss diagram, I use dashed line. Those 6 dashed line. That is the angle that I'm considering for design strategy. And I kept same blue, but I used transparent blue for wind because I don't want this wind color to pop out too much in this diagram. Okay, my diagram for the building is circular curved shape because I used generic model that he provided, which was the circular shape, which is I was researching about how to change the wind direction, which the circular shape is the perfect shape that naturally change the wind direction instead of just blocking with the straight solid wall. And for the side, the 2 straight line is the window that we can collect some wind for the summer. Okay, that's it for the diagram.
Awesome.
I don't know.
Yeah, so before we move on to the building, let's talk about this. What are your thoughts?
I like that you're showing the radio building, but it's hard to see that there's windows. I think it needs to show the solid out on both sides of the windows.
Okay.
Well, on that subject, I don't see windows at all. But that's not necessarily a bad thing either. What I'm getting at is you've actually done a great job of analyzing a geometric architectural condition without really showing anything architectural, I think. So, what exactly was the window again?
Is the 2 line on the side. The middle part is the
These?
solid. Yes. Yeah, the bottom and top.
Okay.
So
And
my
yeah,
wind is
those.
coming in.
Okay.
And the middle part it is blocked and then changing the direction.
Yeah. So, I think the correct, most effective solution is probably somewhere in between what Tarami is saying and what I'm saying. Where maybe it needs to be a little bit more architectural and a little less purely geometric. But I also really kind of like what it looks like right now, right? Because it could become really anything. The one part that's very, very important is this, the block in the center. Everything else, like you've got, 2 iterations of the same thing on either side. It's a little redundant in order to show, the openings for all of it might be a little too much. So perhaps really all you need is to take all this extra information, subdue it, either make it thinner or give it some translucency so it falls back, and make this the focus. That's your key element right there.
Should I make it to solid black so it's pop more?
Yeah. I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah, that gray thing, the block, that's the only thing that's providing action here, right? Like you you have action happening, but the only thing that's changing that action, the only narrative in this diagram is that block. So I think that needs to be really bold.
Okay.
Maybe just lighten these up. Just a thought. Any other thoughts? Color-wise, I think it's great. It'll be hard if you were doing a colored architectural exercise to get this to make its way into the design, or maybe not. I don't know. They actually make some really cool facades right now that change with the heat that's applied to them. That's kind of fun. But this right here, I mean, it's kind of, it's exactly the difference between the coolness of night and the hotness of day. Right, so you're absolutely correct in what you were saying. Yes?
I do have a question. Like, if to showing a wing, it's better with a more soft line or just kind of like this one, because she draw the wing hits the block the wall. It directly goes straight, kind of like 90-degree angle to the both side. Actually, if better to showing that, probably use the soft line, kind of like
the curve.
Yeah, to wave that is better or. No.
Depends.
Yeah, I think this graphic shows that pretty well.
I think so too. Without being too illustrative.
Yeah, you can tell like that it's going in a direction and it's blocked by something.
Yeah. If you start
something round too.
Yeah.
You can, yeah.
Very good observation. If you start making it wavy, like it is wind, it starts to feel cartoonish. This is elegant, geometric.
Yeah.
More beautiful in my opinion.
I just couldn't figure out how to how to do the waved line, so I tried to use transparent color to soften it up instead.
Well, sometimes you happen upon a beautiful mistake. That's part of a designer's career too, and it works really well. So well done. All right, let's see your building.
Okay, I used his generic model and created section cut as he directed. But the difference is I still use my color scheme from my diagram. So I kept same color for wind. And the other strong color was bright orange. That's why I used that for the section cut color. I think this challenge was I wanted to show the wind flow in, which is supposed to be in the slightly, no, not direct west, it's slightly off from the west, but I still wanted to show the wind flow in, but the main focus that I wanted to show was the wind came in and then hit this model, which is the curved exterior, and change the direction around the building. Okay. That's it.
That's good. Comments?
The change in the graph, sorry, the graph that's showing the blocking, it does get a little bit lost. So
Agreed.
how would you improve that?
Anybody else have any ideas how you might improve that?
Make the building translucent a little bit more.
That's an option. Another option is to rethink your colors. You could go back and change your blues to be a brighter blue. But that might not work so well on a white background. I think probably the best option, since this is so dark, would be to lighten it up. Lighten up the background. Let the geometric analysis really pull to the foreground. What do you think, Miki? Would that work?
Yes, if I figure out how to do it.
I'll show you guys at some point. really all you do is you take that layer. Do I have one of them open? Yeah, I do. So if you want to lighten it up, just select the layer that the image is on right here. You can select the layer by clicking over here. Do I have it locked? Oh, I have it locked. Select the layer like that, and then you can go up here to opacity and change it. Like that. Didn't do much. There you go. So that makes it pop quite a bit. Right? Now you'll have to kind of finesse it to find the balance that you really need. Okay. Other than that, I think perhaps one of the things you might want to consider is this line. Now that I'm seeing it, I don't know, maybe something just about this color palette makes me think that that line is too thick and doesn't happen enough. Or it's just the thickness of the lines here. I know what it is. Your image should need to be, or would need to be, bigger in resolution. Because these, louvering systems are getting washed out by the thickness of the line. So I don't quite see how the light is penetrating through it. Maybe what happens is, in reality, if you have a big building, you just take a tiny, like 3 or 4 floors, and you show, take that 10-foot wide, or, whatever, 40 feet wide, make it just 40 feet tall. One tiny section. Okay, anything else? Okay, thank you.